Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get into some of the news. Soy oil rallying on fuel policies in Asia. Uh, this is a follow-up of just moving up the date for Indonesia to start blending in 50% palm oil into their diesel fuel as the war continues, and it's just pushing their need to do this. Susan Schraub just talked about making new highs. That is pretty evident. And when you look at the chart here, you can see we're reaching out at 72 cents or just shy of it. Great level to be at when you're looking at it on a weekly chart, and you're basically crossing over that 61.8 retracement value, and you're trying to reach and beyond. You're going to have another level which kind of lines up almost perfectly right to the 78.6 retracement value as well. Just to shift gears here, some of the other news survey that was posted on X here, just talking about the potential decrease in acres of corn pre-plant here, and I think it all depends on fertilizer for sure. Trump declares Iran ceasefire yesterday. The taco actually came true. He said he wasn't going to do it 2 hours earlier, and then he backed out. So the U.S. Navy still continues to block the Iranian ports, and that's just making it unclear when there's actually going to be a resolution for them to sit down. You could force it, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Another article just talking about the crisis that the world is in as far as fuel. But what it did suggest here as well, EV jumped in the U.S. At purchases in March, and biofuels are all of a sudden become price competitive as well in a lot of parts of the world, and that's what I've been talking about quite a bit time here. Just a quick article here or just a excerpt here that Obama says that he wants a USMCA to stay in place, but then at the end of it, he's basically saying that he doesn't want it as well. So we've got this messaging coming from the US and from Canada. From the US, it's that they don't want to talk, and I think this is just evidence it's not happening.
With Canadians who are watching tonight, does your government want CUSMA to stay in place?
Absolutely.
So then why are you calling those close economic ties a weakness? They are what form CUSMA?
Well, because for decades we have developed integrated supply chains, certain sectors more than others. We've become overly dependent on one trading partner who has turned around, as the Prime Minister has also said, and weaponized that very dependency or integration against us. We're in a circuit, he said it in Davos, he said it again in his video. We are not going to continue to be overly reliant or dependent on one trading partner that puts the country and the workers that we are understandably concerned about in this position. So we're going to control what we can control. We're going to diversify trading relationships as aggressively and as quickly as we can. We're going to build big, major projects in the interest of Canadian workers and the Canadian economy in Canada at speeds we haven't done. But at the same time, geography is what it is. We're next door to the biggest economy in the world. They will always be a critical trading partner for Canada. And back to the original premise, and for 30 or 40 years, we became reliant on that particular market for Canadian exports. So we're not going to continue that, but we need to manage that to preserve what is the best circumstance we're in compared to other countries now.
It's New World Order bullshit. I'm not certain if this is true because there was some people looking this up on X, but Manette is going into some sort of protection, and whether it's true or not, because I had a few people look this up in this CCAA website, and it's not posted there as of right now or something. But we know that they're in trouble. There's no question there. Just on the weather here, you can see that there's basically two different areas that are in drought, and looks like we could potentially be getting a little bit that's in the Kansas City area as well. Just another quick look at what the low temperatures are. You can see that when I had showed earlier that there might be farther out in the forecast some cold weather, and it's going to be showing up only towards the very end of the month here. So this is where you can see that there is going to be some moisture, and you can see the moisture up here as well. That's in the form of snow for northern Saskatchewan and Manitoba. You can see it right there on the snow side, that's for sure. Quick look at the markets here. Canola up $3 at $738. Soybean oil just trading above the 72 mark when I took the screenshot. Palm oil at just shy of 4,600 ringgit. Crude oil, West Texas, just trading over $90 a barrel, up 6.3 of a dollar. Diesel fuel up 11 cents at 3.75. Soybeans had a good day yesterday, and another good day trading up here as well, up 8.25 at 11.98, so just shy of the $12. Spring wheat basically unchanged. Hard red winter down 2.25 cents. Milling wheat basically flat. Corn up 2.5, and the Canadian dollar basically sideways here as well. So you just look at it, and I'm going to reiterate this target here. So we're basically looking at 750 as a decision point. If the markets want to get above there, could have another bullish push, but it could reject this value right here. So this could be the seasonal high here. But when we keep on talking about all the energy security policies that's going on in other parts of the world, and crush margins sitting at $350 plus, there's probably very good margins or decent margins for other parts of the world to buy canola and canola oil to put into their energy security policies. Your November contract, it's getting closer to the highs there as well, so it's a good push here. Your European rapeseed trying to make new highs. Soybean oil futures, just a farther back look. And again, I showed this before, but you can see these levels are pretty decent. And it looks like the soybeans are going to try to break out of that resistance line that it didn't want to go above here, so we have to close above that. Crude palm oil, same idea. It looks like it might try to push above that line. Then when you're looking at the crude oil, West Texas green, and that's all based on the Strait staying closed. Same thing with Brent. It's holding a premium over the West Texas right now. And diesel fuel futures, it's pushing back up. And I had a couple conversations about deliveries of Nexus fuels. There's some competition out there that was saying that they weren't getting deliveries. I contacted a couple of my clients that had booked fuel in the fall for delivery in the spring, and yeah, it's happening. So contrary to the competition that suggested that they weren't getting, might be something that you have to call out to those guys as well. I guess they don't like the competition, maybe. Gasoline futures still very close to its highs. It's been trading here. So the Canadian dollar, it looks like it's taking a pause here, right at the 61.8 valuation here, above all the moving averages. Copper and aluminum are both having some support here. We're getting back to not the highs that were made, but very strong values. And then you got aluminum futures basically just skyrocketing here too. It's like it's following the NASDAQ and the S&P. Quick look at wheat. Now that we broke above this level, that we've had multiple areas, now the area to look at for futures is maybe 80 cents higher. If that doesn't mean that it's going to trade there, but that's the next resistance at the top end here. If we're just looking at simple chart analysis. Here's your December futures, so the same thing, looking for another 50 cents on top of there as well, potentially. And that's only potential. That's not saying it's going there. Here's your Kansas, and your upside on Kansas, and even more upside on Chicago. Corn futures just having the same luck, even though we're not making or trying to get close to those new, just recent highs, but still